Around the year 2000, the internet lit the fuse on an information bomb. Suddenly we were generating exabytes of data, about 1.5 exabytes in 1999 alone, roughly 250 megabytes per person. It was as if everyone and everything started tweeting, Facebooking, emailing and sensor-ng all at once. Traditional tools, think Excel spreadsheets and dusty file cabinets, were drowning in this digital deluge. Enter Palantir, a scrappy startup founded in 2003 by Peter Thiel, Alex Karp and friends to help mere mortals make sense of colossal data chaos. Using wild analogies, imagine a detective juggling 1,000 monitors. Palantir's platforms integrate and visualize enormous data sets so humans can actually spot the bad guys, fraud rings, or market trends hiding in the noise. In short, Palantir was born to surf the big data wave and hand its customers a surfboard, not the Titanic idea of sinking under data. Post 9-11 Intelligence, the data mining race. The events of 9/11 turned every intelligence agency and defense outfit into data-hungry machines. Terrorists had gone digital, and governments were suddenly flooded with satellite feeds, phone logs, traffic cameras and rumors from Reddit-like forums. The U.S. intelligence community, and then ambitious CIA and DOD, scoured the globe for anyone who could connect the dots faster than possibly a caffeinated analyst. Palantir, with early backing from In-Q-Tel, the CIA's venture arm, swung into action. It famously possibly bragged about its crucial role in the hunt for Osama bin Laden, equipping Navy SEALs and analysts with Gotham, its intelligence software for tracing terror networks. In this era, Palantir's pitch was simple: we help humans find the needle in the haystack of chaos. Gotham glued together intel from drones, informants, financial transactions and more, turning mountains of secret files into actionable maps. This made Palantir very popular with spy agencies, and controversial with civil libertarians, but undeniably, it proved indispensable for 21st-century detective work. How Palantir's engines work, from Gotham to AIP. Palantir built two main engines, Gotham for government or intel, and Foundry for big commercial players, banks, pharma, energy, etc. Both work like a super-smart Lego kit for data. Instead of siloed databases, Palantir ingests and fuses hundreds of data sources, from spreadsheets and satellites to tweets and sensors, into a unified model. Users can then slice and dice it with clicks, searches, or AI, spotting hidden patterns. For example, an epidemic model in Foundry can combine hospital records with shipping data to predict outbreaks, while Gotham's AI might map enemy movement by merging drone images and taxi GPS logs. Crucially, Palantir frames these insights for humans, not machines. Analysts steer the queries and interpret the results, so it's more Sherlock Holmes than Skynet. The platform uses a powerful ontology, a fancy schema linking all data, to keep everything organized. In other words, Palantir built a giant brain that lets agencies and companies turn the freaky firehose of data into clear, colored streams of meaning. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But wait. If you are interested in stock news updates that might be relevant to your financial targets, join us and become a member for member-only videos. Find the link in the description section below. Palantir AIP, AI for Human Decision-Making. Lately, Palantir has doubled down on artificial intelligence. Its new AIP, Artificial Intelligence Platform, sits on top of Foundry Gotham, connecting fancy generative AI and machine learning to real-world work. Think of it as giving Palantir users an AI co-pilot. It can draft reports, spot anomalies, or even suggest action plans, all grounded in the customer's own verified data. According to Palantir, AIP powers real-time, AI-driven decision-making in the most critical commercial and government contexts around the world. In practice, that means a CEO could ask Palantir AIP, which factory in my network is most likely to have a breakdown next month, and get an answer that merges supply chain stats, sensor feeds, and weather forecasts in seconds. Yes, that's as sci-fi as it sounds, and Palantir even offers AI bootcamps so customers can play with it in hours. The upshot: Palantir isn't just batch processing last year's data, it's applying cutting-edge AI models alongside humans, turning vast data repositories into active, on-demand advisors. This has fueled a frenzy. Palantir's AI tools are a big reason today's investors are giddy about its prospects, more on that soon. Palantir's skyrocketing growth, 2024 to 2025. Palantir's numbers today confirm that it's capitalizing on these trends in a big way. In 2024 the company reported $2.87 billion in revenue, up 29% year-over-year. Its U.S. segment alone jumped 38%, to $1.90 billion, in 2024, with commercial U.S. revenue up 54% to $702 million. By Q4 2024, Palantir's quarter sales surged 36% versus a year ago, including a whopping 52% jump in U.S. revenue for the quarter. This growth has been fueled by both government deals and a boom in commercial demand, especially from Fortune 500 companies eager for AI and big data muscle. Record contract wins. In Q4 2024 Palantir closed 129 deals greater than or equal to $1 million, 58 of those greater than or equal to $5 million. Financially Palantir is finally reaping profit too. It turned a GAAP profit of $462 million, 16% margin, in 2024 and threw off over $1.15 billion cash from ops, 40% margin. Big-name investors have noticed. It made it into the S&P 500 in September 2024, and its stock has soared 140% year-to-date, as of late 2024. On any given earnings call or conference, CEO Alex Karp now possibly brags about the AI-driven growth like a proud parent. Analysts were skeptical back in 2020, some called Palantir a perpetual burn, but now many admit it's become a very good business, with robust demand. Cybersecurity and Bloodhound Enterprise, Palantir's secret weapon. Palantir has quietly been bulking up on cybersecurity. One of the crown jewels here is Bloodhound Enterprise, BHE, developed by SpectreOps, now part of Palantir. BHE is essentially an attack path management tool. It maps out all of an organization's user accounts, permissions, and network structure to find hidden routes an attacker could use to sneak around. Think cyber whack-a-mole on Active Directory. It's been a hit with governments. In late 2024 BHE got FedRAMP High approval, meaning any U.S. agency can now deploy it to protect sensitive data. Palantir sold it as a SaaS under FedStart, so agencies could bolt Bloodhound onto Palantir's cloud system. The numbers are eye-popping. BHE revenue more than doubled in Q3 2024, 100% plus growth year-over-year. This is practically unheard of for an enterprise software module on an already large platform. In other words, the cybersecurity slice of Palantir's business is exploding. The company now touts that BHE is deployed to hundreds of organizations and training thousands on cyber defense. In a world of rising hacks, tools like Bloodhound are becoming must-haves. Palantir's broad brand and sales channels mean Bloodhound can go from cool niche product to mainstream across defense, finance, healthcare, any sector guarding digital assets. To be clear, Bloodhound is just one piece of Palantir's security push. Apollo helps roll out FedRAMP apps, and Foundry AIP themselves carry security governance. But Bloodhound feels like the next killer app in Palantir's shop. It ties directly into identity risk, which every CEO fears. No one wants to wake up to a leaked database. As one analyst quipped, it's basically a $1 trillion tailpipe in search of a car, i.e. an enormous market if every big entity adopts it. In fact, Palantir management has mentioned Bloodhound in earnings calls as a key differentiator. For investors, a 100% gain in one quarter is a neon sign. Watch out, this segment is on fire. Imagine every Fortune 500 company and government agency using BHE as their personal cyber guard dog. Every login nook and cranny would be scanned daily for risks by Palantir's AI. If even half the global corporate world paid, say, $10 million each year for premium Bloodhound licenses, that could be $500 billion in annual revenue just from BHE alone. Keep going, add overseas militaries, financial regulators, social platforms, suddenly we're eyeing a $1 trillion addressable market. In 2027, the UN declares a global cyber pandemic emergency. The solution? Deploy the Palantir Cyber Dome, built around Bloodhound's engine, to monitor all critical infrastructure like power grids and hospitals. Overnight, Palantir Inc. deals with 80% of NATO members and the G20, turning Bloodhound into the de facto standard. Stock market madly revises Palantir's worth, driving the share price into the stratosphere to possibly $1,375, becoming worth trillions of dollars. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love him and obey his commandments. Please acknowledge him in your plans and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Please check the description section. Also again, if you are interested in more relevant stock news updates, consider becoming a member. Link in the description section. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today, your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you, see you in the next video by God's grace. We love you, and blessings to you.